at least 2/3 of the people here claim that they were here for the first hunt, which was 1984. Many of these people who say this were not born in 1984, but we don't care. So here are some announcements. First of all, bathrooms. We have real bathrooms this year. Right over there, okay? The Herald Hunt tent. The Herald Hunt tent is the second tent there. You can buy these t-shirts for $10 over there if you would like to have a t-shirt from this year. Everybody should be following on Twitter at Herald Hunt, at Herald Hunt. If there are problems, sometimes, believe it or not, we have problems. That's how we tell you what to do. That's when we make announcements. That's how we let you know when we've got winners and stuff. So keep an eye on at Herald Hunt on Twitter during the day. Everybody should have the Hunt special section. Those of you who have it, just wave it aloft. If you don't have one, get one from the Herald Hunt tent. It's the second tent again. You must have that special section to win this hunt. Both for a number of reasons. And I'll cover some of them, but this hunt, the section is extremely important. You can't win without it. There are things in there you do not know about yet, but you will if you go through the hunt. So keep an eye on the Hunt special section. The opening questions are on page 3. They are very stupid. Everybody should be able to answer them immediately. Each one has an answer as a letter. At noon exactly, I'm going to give you 5 numbers to go with the 5 letters to give you 5 map coordinates. That tells you where the 5 main puzzles are. They are all close by. We are a nice compact hunt this year. Everything's close by. Not a lot of walking, so you'll be able to get to all of them. The idea is to go to each puzzle and solve it. The answer to the puzzle is always a number. Always a number, and that number always corresponds to the number of one of the clues on pages 10 and 11. If you get a number and it doesn't correspond to one of the clue numbers on pages 10 or 11, it's not correct. Even if it does correspond, it can still be wrong, but your odds are better. If you solve all 5 puzzles, and you'll have until 10 minutes to 3 o'clock, 2 hours and 50 minutes. If you solve all 5 puzzles, you will have 5 clues. If you have trouble solving a puzzle, leave it and go on to another one. Come back. If the puzzle is very crowded, there are a couple of places where we think people could be bunched together. Don't worry, you have a couple of hours. Come back later when there are fewer people gathered around that puzzle, and then you can solve it then.
Last year they didn't work then.
There's people heckling me, and I honestly, I'm too important to be listening to them. One of the puzzles has a handout that we want you to give us back. Some of them, if you get a piece of paper, you keep it. One of them is we're going to give you a toy, essentially. And you can play with the toy. We're going to give you instructions what to do. Please don't keep it. Please give it back when you leave that puzzle so that other people can continue to do that same puzzle. There's plenty of these objects to go around, but please don't keep them. Give them back before you leave the puzzle site. Remember that this is a purely volunteer, amateur effort. I know that's hard to believe because it always runs so smoothly. But Tom Schroeder here, Mr. Tom, coming has a way of screwing everything up. If there's a mistake, it's probably Tom's, not mine. But if something goes wrong, bear with us. Let us know. We'll try to correct it. There are plenty of volunteers around, but remember, they are volunteers. Nobody's getting paid to do this. They gave up their Sunday to be here to help you get through this. So, and we've never had a problem with that, but just keep the good spirits up. And remember, if you get confused, everyone else is pretty confused also, as a rule. Okay, Tom, do you have any further announcements to make?
Just that don't worry about the map coordinates because we will tweet them after we do this little charade.
So is everybody ready for the opening map coordinates?